Woo! Baby, this is going to be a good one. We got so much to talk about. Only so much time. So either we go real fast and you watch it on half speed so you can catch it all, or I got to slow down and we'll just see what we get to. Just take it. So first of all, I wanna follow up. I did that. My cruise video was the last one I released. That was some time ago that shave actually happened. Didn't get around to editing it for a bit. Take some time to add in the photos and stuff, even though I do it all on my phone. But I wanted to say a few more things about the ship, and then we'll move on. One thing people were curious about that are into the ships and stuff is this ship is a little bit bigger. It's the biggest Disney ship they ever made, but it carries the same number of passengers as what was their biggest ship. So the question was, what did they do with all that space? I can tell you one thing they did with it is they shifted some of the spa outside. So it's the only Disney ship that also has outside spa space. I showed a picture of that on the last thing. But then where a lot of the adult outdoor areas are, the loungers and all this stuff, on the front and back of the ship. Is that right? And on the ceiling, I kept getting turned around on the ship, and we weren't on there for long. Yeah, anywho, there used to be basketball courts and stuff like that outside, ping pong tables, such, putt golf courses. They don't have that stuff outside at all. Where is it? Inside, where it doesn't matter on the weather or the wind or that kind of stuff. They've got this huge, and I will see, I don't like putting in pictures because that means I need to upload this video to a different program which works spottily, and then after I put in the photos, it's got to like render it, and it takes forever. But I probably should. Here is the 2-story inside room that's near the teen club that has basketball courts. When we went in the first day, one half was set up for basketball. The other half was set up for cornhole. Can you believe they dedicated space on a cruise ship for cornhole? So, hey, everybody in Nebraska, they're catering to you, I believe. Not in the picture, off to the side is a room with windows out to the ocean that has 3 ping pong tables. And then on the top edge where you can walk around, they've got the like bar, tabletop, shuffleboard kind of thing, you know, with the little discs. And then a whole bunch of a couple air hockey tables. And then what are those things? You turn the things and you got the little guys, you know, the table soccer, or what the heck is the name of that thing? It's not table soccer, is it? Anyway, they got a bunch of that up there, different colors. And anyway, so that was the first day we were there. And then the one other day they were doing another event through the day, and had cleared it all out and filled the bottom with 2 huge, I dare to call them bouncy houses, because they were more blow-up obstacle course type things. And so they obviously use that space for different stuff, different days. So anyway, that was impressive that was all inside. And they dedicated so much space to that. And then the adult areas. I think I showed one of the bars called the Rose. Let's put another picture in there since we're doing that for you. This a nice long bar that looks out onto the ocean. When you go at night when you're having dinner, the ocean's black, so you're just looking like at a mirror. You're looking at yourself, so it seems kind of silly because the seats point outwards towards, like, anyway. When you walk in, there's this rose, like from Beauty and the Beast, but it's all made out of like paper, so that's kind of cool. And then their 2 adult areas are up there. They've changed them for this ship. One is a steakhouse, which we did not go to. The other one is their French restaurant where we had brunch at. And again, when you go to the adult areas, the adult only restaurants of Disney, it's not just a step above. It's like they getting Michelin star chefs for doing this stuff. We were told that the bread was flown in from France that they serve. I mean, everything is just, you know, spare no expense type of stuff. So we had their several course brunch with a champagne, the upper tier champagne tasting, which was very good. There's a couple of champagnes I didn't care for, but some that were amazing. I learned something. Krug Champagne apparently has a line, which I now know of, unfortunately, because it ain't cheap, called, I think, Episode? Is it Episodes? Something like that, where, and they're on number, dang it, like 190 something, where from when they originated till now, they try to release something that has been exactly the same, and they have to mix wines from different vintages to get to that flavor profile. So that's super interesting to learn about, and that's very good. I would highly suggest somebody try that. Maybe get it for New Year's, splurge on it, something like that. So there's that. Yeah, the butter was amazing. I think I have a picture of the butter will show you. It came in this like perfect little cube, of course, and the cutest little spoon for the salt to put on your butter that you put on your bread. Magnifique. Okay, so we're gonna move on. This would be a good time to remind you that, last thing about the cruise, it's funny, I still feel like I'm moving. We got off the cruise over a week ago, but I still love it. It takes me back right there, so I don't mind. I think I could do nasal spray and stuff to try to get rid of it, but I embrace it. So right now, I kind of still feel like we're on the ship. Anyway, a good time for me to remind you that my views reflect only my views and not the Shaving Cadre or any of my multiple sponsors. Even this guy here, though. I suggested to him, I said, hey, what if I did a shirtless shave? And he goes, oh, buddy, I'm already booked up for months. I cannot handle any more business. So I do take his needs into account at times. But I was thinking of the old guys that sit on the porch and just grumble and shout at people. That's because they didn't have their own YouTube channel. If they had an outlet like this, they wouldn't need to do that to the general public. They could advertise their grumblings to the masses. So, what I wanted to get to was I saw this video that alluded to the fact that people were boycotting Budweiser Light. You know, and just by watching it, I got enough that Budweiser had done something about LGBTQ, so all these Southern boys, you know, take offense to that and are boycotting Budweiser. And I thought, you know, I've done a rant about people educating themselves, not just hearing one thing and then believing it and making a rash decision. So I did a quick search and got enough information that, yes, they have done an advertising campaign around supporting LGBTQ rights and all that kind of stuff. But so the funny thing is that this video I watched took clips of people who were posting videos of Budweiser, rah, 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 I'm not doing this anymore. Now I'm going to be drinking. And whatever they said they were going to be drinking, again, not shockingly, they hadn't done the research. Also supports LGBTQ. Or had in certain ad campaigns or whatever. So they would show like, I don't remember what, somebody was saying Corona and what's that one? Astor Toilette, whatever. They're owned by the same company that owns Budweiser, so I guess you're not going to drink those. I wish I remembered them all. He went through like 6 of them. 6 different companies that people were switching to because they didn't like the support LGBTQ. And he would show, cans that were all rainbow from that company in the past. And one I do remember was Coors. Somebody was switching to Coors to get away from this terrible supporting rights for all people, as though, maybe God loves everybody. That's silly, right? In the Bible Belt. But Coors apparently was one of the first companies to put out a statement that we will not tolerate any discrimination based on sexual preference. And establish their own groups and supporting those organizations and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, Billy Bob, that's, taking a political stand without doing any research at all, you're looking like a fool. Can I just say that, first of all, that I'm not, if you just left it with like, I'm mad at Budweiser, I'm not drinking it anymore, you know what, then whatever, your stand, your choice. But then when you need to try to throw in, here's what I'm going to be supporting, and they're supporting the same thing as Budweiser, it's just like, same thing. My buddy Elmer told me the world's flat. Now I believe it because I heard that, and that's all I need to hear. Anyway, my whole thing was, and so today's shave is brought to you by this manly, lethal-looking shavette, and all you need is love. That's all you need, brother. So that's my I think I titled this, Why You Mad, Bro? Because the things I've talked about or alluded to in the past that I boycott is because they're actively doing bad things to groups of people. Actively. The support of this stuff is trying to support people, right? You might not like what those people do. Who gives a rat's? They're not doing anything to you. Let them dress up however they want to, whatever. Don't participate in their parades or don't go to their shows or whatever it is that you think is wrong. Don't do it. I think cornhole ain't a sport. I ain't gonna do it. If Budweiser wants to sponsor a cornhole team, I bet they do. What, I'm gonna boycott because they're supporting a group of people that's not something I participate in? Get over yourself. Whoa, why are you mad that people that don't behave and act like you get to exist? We're all different, bro. All different. Guess what? I don't even drink beer. I don't like pickup trucks. Country music is like nails on a chalkboard to me. If I had a choice, I would outlaw country music everywhere so I never had to hear it. Is that realistic? No. Does that mean other people shouldn't? Do I think it's an abomination to music everywhere? Yes, I do. Does that mean everybody should think the way I do? No, we don't. So that's that. The best thing I ever heard once, and we are not, warning, we are not going to get into a religious conversation, but this was one of the best comments I ever heard, was why go to war over religion? If you are so dang sure that your religion is the only one, you're the only people that will be saved in the end, then what do you care what other people do? They ain't going to be there with you, right? End of the world comes, you get saved, you go to wherever you believe you go to. Somebody else doesn't believe the same way, they're not there. Does that hurt you? Bad on them. You get to live your life forever, and so that's it, right? Like, just for the love of God, just don't get pissed that people want to support other people. Get pissed when people are mean to other people, that take away their rights, that say you shouldn't be able to do what you want to do. Get mad about that. Not, let's all be friends. That's the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I bet a lot of the cadre listens to country music. That's okay. We're okay. I'm okay. You're okay. Now, you can't pick the music in my car. You know, we got limits, but we're okay. Whoa, easy there, Tex. I almost went straight in on that one. Let's pay attention. Let's ground ourselves. Let's get back to where we need to be. Let's get back to where we need. It's sunny today, finally. It's been, I know I can't complain much. You got the poor owner of the cadre that lives in Utah buried under 40 feet of snow. But it's been chilly here. We've been having to, it's April. Still have to wear my jacket in the morning when I go to work. But it's supposed to get a little bit warmer today and tomorrow. So should be able to be out on the deck today. Even if it is with a little jacket, we'll suffer just to get out there and have a little time. Alrighty, there we go. There we go. Oh, we got some residual. Wait, not time for the towel yet. Got not bad, little bit of stinging. That's no, you know, we were conversating. I was distracted. That's not too bad. Whew. Oh, and I'm looking forward to that. I got off a call. What is it? I think it's like 9 o'clock, 9:30. That means my call for the week ended an hour ago. And this is my first day of not doing anything in the morning since vacation. Even vacation, you know, was up. We did the cruise and then ended the vacation with 2 days at Disney World, and then had to get up even earlier to get to the airport and catch the flight. So it's been many days of get up early, and then the day after we got back is back to work, getting up early. So today was just a bit lazy for me. Lazy mean I laid around in bed until 8. That felt like forever. I finally, you know, I couldn't relax anymore. I was like, okay, time to get up. I'm just laying here like, let's do something. And I thought, boy, I've been laying here forever. It's probably 10 o'clock or something. It was 8. That's fine. Get more stuff done during the day. We're down to the dregs still here. I think we were down at the dregs before, but we just have enough just for Wapa. This moment of Wapa brought to you by Hombre's Barbershop, the sweetest smelling barbershop in Tucson. Where they're inclusive. You got the money, they got the time. You can use that one if you want. If you got the money, we got the time. I don't know. Does that make Dave sound kind of like a hoe? If you got the money, I got the time, baby. You know, whatever. Alrighty. Well, see, that's the problem. I've been enjoying the use of talc for probably about half my shaves now that I've been back and before the cruise. But when I'm not on camera, there are other things happening that I won't do. I'm not going to brush my teeth on camera. That can happen while this is drying down, right? But then if I want to use it while I'm doing a video, you just kind of hurry up. Oh, I need a fan. Barber Dave, been a while since I mean, this sign only pays for sponsorship for so long. Can I get a Hombres Barbershop official drawing fan, please? Using my only talc brush. I forget what this is. It was a Plissoft Knot and a Shave Resolution handle. This is one of the first brushes I ever got. I have no idea where it came from. We're using Yardley Equity talc. Oh, Equity. How appropriate. Did I lose some? Did some people just unsubscribe from me because I'm not agreeing to hate groups just based on like who they are? That's fine. That's all right. Alrighty, and then I'm doing this. I don't know, you pronounce that vert something or other. I kind of thought vert meant green, and I used a green brush to kind of align with the green stripe on my soap for a nice picture. That's the only reason why. My buddy, well, I think it must mean green because it's fougere. That's a nice fougere. Funny, I own it. You would think I would know what this stuff is. What if? Gear Noir, Chris, down in Santa Barbara. One day I think I posted a bunch of shaves without what scent I used, and then I finally posted the scent. And I use something every day, but they're usually not in my pictures. So I forget what they are, and then so I don't put them in there. But I've been taking pictures so I don't forget usually for sure what soap I use, and then usually what razor I use, because I keep track of that stuff. But since he pointed it out, I've been trying to make a point of picking my scent before the shave starts, which I usually don't do, so I can include it in the picture. It's been going okay. You'd think that wouldn't cause a lot of angst. It kind of does. Because, we've said this before, that the scent of the soap, by the time you rinse, Alum Block, Quinn's scented stuff, Nivea 2-in-1, the scent of the soap is long gone. So there's no need to, quote, pair the scent that lasts through the day with what your soap smelled like. So then I tend to think about what am I doing that day, what kind of mood am I in, and that kind of thing. And I have to think about that before it sometimes changes. Maybe it's a personal challenge. So thank you, Gear. There you go. See you on the forums.